Yo, from Kenya, East Africa, MORAA speaking truth. You feel me? Time to clear the air, set things straight. Let's go. I am MORAA from the motherland speaking. Truth teller, reality seeker. Not a backbiter, I'm a believer in honesty, authenticity, I'm a teacher. Social media, streets need cleaning. All these lies got people screaming, but I'm here to educate, illuminate.
Hi guys, I hope that
Truth over lies, facts over fiction. I refute the nonsense, that's my mission. Truth teller, that's who I chose to be. Truth teller, setting people free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter.
Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing great. Now, in my previous video, I was asking, where is the hula baloo father, the fake father? And I was telling people to please check on him. I was very concerned, guys. I was concerned because the hula baloo father, the fake father, has not been on the streets, I think for the last 48 hours, And the last we saw of him, he had just been rejected, and he came and did a video, throwing out curses here and there. And now I have just seen him, guys. I'm happy to see you, Mzee KOHERA. Habari yako. Guys, I am happy to see him in one piece, But then again, he is out here bitter, charging at people. Oh, I did not curse him. Oh, MORAA is celebrating. What? Oh my God. Mzee KOHERA, I just want to ask you one question. Where is your daughter, Biggy Mouth? Where is your daughter, Polaka Beauty? Thank God you're watching my videos. You're watching my videos back to back. Thank God, because I asked you her question. I don't know why you didn't answer it. You're out here saying, oh, MORAA is celebrating. Why should I celebrate? I'm just saying it as it is, as I'm seeing it right in front of my eyes. You cannot come out here, Mzee KOHERA. We are not kids. We were not born yesterday. You cannot come out here and start saying, oh, you should make sure Rocio does not do I don't know what, because, he is going to deny you. Yeah, Maisha is going to deny you like you did. That was a direct curse. You can come out here, beat around the bush, talk in parables, talk in circles, pretend to be very smart, but we can see what you're trying to do. That was a direct curse. And if it was not a curse, then you were trying to twist Maro, blackmail him. And guys, even in this video that he has done, he is guilt-tripping Marwa. He is trying to say that, is it because I am disabled? Is that the reason why I was rejected? Is it because I am poor? So the Maro can feel a certain type of way. Now, if I say that, Mzee KOHERA, you're going to come out here and say I'm celebrating? You just said those words. Why? Guys, why should I come out here and start saying, why are people treating me like this? Is it because I am this? Is it because I am that? And saying things that, to invoke sympathy, to invoke feelings, emotions, to stir up emotions. And guys, he is actually very good at it, because he is bragging out here and saying that people have subscribed to his channel like a problem. People wait for Maro to speak. Guys, Maro is powerful. Iammarwa's words are no joke. Just by denying this Mzee, people felt sorry for him and went to subscribe to his channel. So Mzee KOHERA, I think you are going to be now wishing that Maro continues talking negatively about you, and maybe rejecting you some more because you're going to get more subscribers. And he was saying that people came out to defend him, and people threw super chats at his super thanks to him. And he was really thanking them and telling them, you should continue doing the same. Always be super thanking me. Guys, these people surprise me, Instead of just saying thank you, for the super thanks, he goes on to say, and you should continue to do the same. To do the same. These people just did that because their emotions were heightened. They were stirred up. Somebody, stirred them up. That is why they came out to give you that. That was like for Paul. That was for sorry, just to console you and tell you everything is going to be okay. Mzee, do not worry, do not stress. This is life, Mzee KOHERA. You cannot come out here, and try to manipulate some of us, We have been out here long enough, to know your kind of people, We have been out here to know what you're trying to do, So we know, because you even tried to use your mother, to sort of make Maro feel guilty. Oh, it is her last day. Oh, it is, I don't know how, she may not be there next month. Oh, I don't know, whatever. Maro should come for his last blessing. All the grandkids are coming for the last blessing. Where is Maro? Blah, blah, and Maro still didn't come. Guys, I love Maro because he is somebody who stands his ground, and to be very honest, I think that you pulled the wrong moves, Mzee KOHERA, and you know it. We used to come out here and tell you, we may not be as old as you are. We may not be, have seen life like you have seen it. But at least we know that you cannot come out here insulting somebody's mother and expecting something good out of that person. You cannot expect somebody's help. And you cannot also come and cheat us that you're not on the streets. Initially, when you came to the streets, you came because you needed Maro's help. That was so obvious, because Masubo Zero's videos are out there. I can come with one of the videos and analyze it well, where you had started to say how you need school fees and all this stuff. Who does that on the first video? You said it the first day. Shameless. There's nothing you're telling us here. And you cannot come and try to attack me for my opinion. I'm going to speak today, tomorrow, and forever. Yes, I repeat, you cast iammarwa. And the curse is not going to work. It is return to sender. And you're forgetting, when you came out to call Biggy Mouth your daughter just because she attacked me and General 𝐂𝐎𝐍. Are you forgetting that? So you're coming out here to pretend to be a good mzee now? Shame on you and back to you. My sons and daughters cannot be gotten, by a curse, no matter what. Telling me to go and curse my, who? Somebody say Riswa. Somebody say Shindwe. Back to you, back to you, back to you. Mzee. Shameless. Guys, I had not remembered this. I remembered it the other day. And it's still now fresh in my head. Coming out here to congratulate Biggy Mouth for insulting us? Are you serious? Now what has she done for you? How has she helped you? How can she help you now? In fact, I saw her community page where she was saying that she is coming to do that story. Your story and Maro's story tonight. So, I want to hear if she's going to say that I am adopting that mzee to be my papa. Let us see if that's what she's going to say. You cannot come out here, Mzee KOHERA, and start to insult the people who are defending your son. That is exactly what you did from the onset. You know, and then you went to congratulate the person who is also attacking the people who are defending your son. If at all he's your son. You know, you cannot do that. And if you remember very well, I came out and I did a reaction and I told you, you know, I asked you if you're okay in the head. You know, and I asked you if you're truly, truly somebody's father. You know, and if this is what you do to your kids. I remember asking you these questions because I was shocked, guys. You know, you cannot come out and start. It doesn't matter. Guys, I cannot ever, ever side with somebody who is my children's enemy. Somebody who has been bashing my... And I remember talking to you, Mzee KOHERA, and I remember telling you, you know, that Biggy Mouth is the leader. She is the instigator. She is the one who started this movement of pulling Marwa down. She is the one who has stressed your son. You know, if at all he is your son, she is the one who has made your son's life impossible. She is the one who has stagnated your son's channel. She is the one who has messed your son's brand. She is the one who is behind every negativity about your son on the streets. She is the one. I remember coming out here and telling you that, you know. But what did you do? You went on, I think the next day, also again doing a video. I don't know, telling her what. Guys, this Mzee can tell me nothing. He can tell me nothing. If he can come and collabo, you know, and side with Biggy Mouth, you know, because every person that you see, you know, came from Biggy Mouth. All these negative people, you know, they came from Biggy Mouth's camp. And that is why she has been calling herself the CEO of nonsense. You know, it is only now that people, you know, threw her under the bus and everybody just decided to do their own thing and they showed her their middle fingers. It is only now that she is alone, you know, and frightened on the streets, just flying all over the place with no direction. You know, it is only now. But at that time, these people were a team, you know, and one of them could start attacking Marwa and then they all continue. They like used to do, it used to be like they used to discuss, you know, a topic comes up and then they're all on it, you know, from Biggy Mouth to I don't know whoever in the villages, you know, in the village of Nyabohansi, all of them ganging up on Marwa. And then this Mzee, you know, comes up and starts to defend those kinds of people. Defends the leader who is the instigator, who started a movement to finish his son. Then you come out here and tell me I'm celebrating. Celebrating what? Celebrating what? I'm just wondering the kind of person you are. You know, nobody does. Who does that, guys? Who? Your own flesh and blood. And then you come out here to tell us that I love, guys, he is even saying, I love you, my son. You know, some things, guys, you know, some people do, they negate everything that they say. You know, actions speak louder than words, Mzee. You can come out here and say, I love you, my son. You can come out here and say, I advise you, my son. You can come out here and give him all the wise counsel that you know you can give. But then again, when you come out, you know, and collude with the haters, the people who hate your son, who actually started calling your son Kenge on the streets. Do you know that? It is Masubo Zero, you know. And this Masubo Zero is the one who introduced you to the streets. He is the one who introduced you to the streets. Fine, guys, that is not the problem. The problem is he continued calling Marwa Kenge. Guys, I would just request him, you know, even if it's on camera, you know, I would request him and say, hey, you know, I know you are the one who introduced me to the streets. Could you please stop calling him Kenge? You know, I know you have to react. I know you have to earn a living. I know you have to use his name. I know you have to correct him. I know you have to do all these things, but please just stop calling him Kenge. And if he continues, I would have still come out here. Or rather, I would have come out here and said, you know what? At least Mzee KOHERA tried to tell Masubo Zero to stop, but he did not listen. But the fact that you don't even bother, you know, you are there with it. You're happy with it. You are moving, you know, flowing with the vibe, you know, Kenge, Kenge. Even if you're not calling him Kenge yourself and this particular person is and you're not stopping them, it means that you approve of the name. So guys, what is this Mzee telling me? What is this saying? You know, he can tell me nada. Hey, guys, this guy, this Mzee, when Gintu was abusing, insulting Maro, big words, you know, acting crazy, you know, out here. That is the time he was coming and saying, Gintu, my son, you're doing a very good job. Gintu, continue. These people should be kicked out of Nyabohanse. That Mzee on daddy should be. And you're talking about the family that raised your son? Telling people to kick them out of Nyabohanse, saying how the Korean people are no joke. If they decide they're going to rise up and they have done it before and they can kick these people out anytime. You're even advocating for their houses to be touched. Are you serious? What are you telling me? Oh my God. Guys, can you imagine? This is somebody who, guys, you know, to be very honest, I feel like Marwa, you know, it was about time. It was about time that Marwa humbled this person. You know, it was about time. And then now, guys, he has said in his video that he is going to, you know, all these things about him and Marwa are between him and Marwa. Who brought all these stories to the streets, guys? Who brought the issues of Esther, I don't know, Ondari, I don't know, whatever. Guys, I never even knew that Mara's mother is called Esther. I knew it from this Mzee. Of course, later Marwa mentioned his mother's name in one or two videos, you know, when, especially like when he went to the children's home and this lady said that she is called Esther. And Maro was like, my mother is also called Esther. You know, you're my mother's namesake. Yes. But before then, this Mzee had already come out and told the world that this mama is called Esther. In fact, even gave all of her names. You know, all of her names to the streets. You know, he came out telling us stuff that nobody even wanted to know. We came out reacting on his videos, guys. We were here saying some of these things are private. My goodness, Mzee, you don't have to say everything like this. You're talking too much. You're embarrassing these people. And you're actually embarrassing Marwa. If at all he is your son, he is not going to like this. You know. We were even advising him, you know. We were giving him good sound advice. If only he had listened to us. Guys, we advised, you know, this hula baloo father, but he never listened. So now whose fault is it? Why is he coming out bitter? You know, why is he coming out pained? What is wrong with him? You know, we did our part and now whatever happened to him is his problem. Guys, I really cannot take blame for this. Guys, you know, this is just funny. Now, all of a sudden, the issues between him are between him and Maro, which is okay, guys. You know, and from the onset, that is exactly what we have been saying. You know, Do not speak a lot of stuff. Have you called your son? If he's your son, have you reached out to him? Have you used his friend, his parent, anybody? What have you done to try and reach out to him? How have you tried to start a process of even meeting with him? Have you tried anything? But you know what, guys? This is all about content. This Mzee, he was told, he was taught by the best, and he was told, you come out here, make videos, and earn a living from YouTube, which is okay, guys, which is okay. So all he should do is to admit that whatever I am doing here is just about content. I really don't care. I really don't. I just need money. I need to do content, and I need to use Marwa's name. There's a time he was even out here telling us, are you the only people who want to use Marwa's name to eat? Even me, I can use. He's my son. I can use his name to eat, So just come out clean, Mzee. Tell people that, you know what I am doing is about, money. All these other side shows, advice, I don't know what. You can advise Gintu and the other people. Honestly, I feel like Marwa has gotten enough advice. Mzee Ondari is also an elder. He has advised him, very well. And Maro is doing the right thing. Maro is flourishing. He is doing well. I mean, I know you want to say you are wishing him the best, blah, blah, blah. But he already has the best. And guys, to be very honest, Mzee, nah. And me, I'll continue saying, I will continue saying this. You coming out here to tell Biggy Mouth, congratulations for attacking us. Nah. No way. Now, I want to also tell Maro, congratulations, Maro, for denying him. Oh my God.
Thank you for your comments. That is an issue between KOHERA Senior and Maro. Maro, who has denied his father, but I believe he has not. He's only being, I think he's only getting pressure from the outsiders. And it is not a shame it isn't a shame to say that this is it because I'm a disciple or is it because I'm poor? But it is good that now we have opened up. Thank you for those people who commented and gave me an encouragement. And there is one thing I want to tell those people who are now taking advantage of that clip. That is Marwa's decision. That is his decision. And nobody is behind him. You see, I'm not emotional, I'm very settled. But my objective, my goal here is that I wish him a bright future. That is all. Whether I am his father or not, that is coming out of my heart. So those people who are singing like MORAA, MORAA now is celebrating. Where did I cast my son, MORAA? You also look cast because you are fabricating things which are not there. I don't think you understand English. Can you be understanding English? Did I cast MORAA? It's only that I warned him that if he does what he is trying to do, the situation may repercuss to him. That is not a curse. Who said that? Oh, KOHERA Senior has cast MORAA, he has done that. Shame on you. Go and curse your own sons and daughters. I have no time, I have no heart to curse my son. Who told you that we have no sin in my family of cursing? We don't have that sin of cursing. So you people, I think what I have said is the bitter truth, and I have guided him. He has ears. It is his own decision. It is his own. He either takes it or he leaves it.
Guys, I just want to say something. I'm going to do a reaction on it, but maybe I can touch on it a little bit. I saw on DeeMwango's live stream last night, you know, two people coming out to just drop nasty comments, you know, so that they can, so that they can provoke Dee. But you know what? Dee is top in this game. She knows what to do. She downplayed the whole thing. She made it comical. She made it funny. She laughed through it. And you know what? These haters must have felt like, you know, just hot coal has been placed on their heads. And guys, I can bet you all that this is 𝐷𝐿, you know, who was doing this using his pseudo accounts. Oh yes, guys, I can bet you this, because this guy, you know, he wants to get content by fire, by force. Even before DeeMwango's live stream ended, the dude is already on it. He has jumped on his at his studio. He has started to do a live stream. Guys, even before things end, because he was doing this so he can get a reaction from Dee, so he can come out here and start reacting on Dee. Guys, since Rocio is not posting enough, and Rocio is the one he used to bash left, right, and center every single day. Now he is looking, you know, for every means possible to attack Dee, to come against Dee and Dee's marriage. I don't know what is wrong with him. You know, some of these people, you know, particularly this stick boy, need to be taught a good lesson. You know, DeeMwango is continuing building her villa, and I'm so happy about this. I have just watched davyjnr's video whereby DeeMwango is dropping materials like a problem. I don't know what people like 𝐷𝐿 are going to do about all this. I do not understand, you know, how they are going to go about this, because they are having sleepless nights. They are really trying to pull her down, but they have been defeated. Imagine, guys, going to an extent of creating pseudo accounts so that you can come out, you know, and attack somebody who is doing their thing.
My sister Dee, she's really trying her very best. I can see she just started gathering construction materials, because soon she'll start building. Yeah, we have to build the motherland. We have to build the motherland. We have to build our homes. We have to educate our kids. I mean, we have to build the roads. Huh? That is the way to go. That is the way to go. So this other side is my sister's home. It's her property, which is under construction. I'm so proud of my sister. Yeah, having a home is the best feeling ever.
And 𝐷𝐿 has now started with this narrative of DeeMwango and the husband are not getting along. I heard him say in yesterday's video that DeeMwango is cooking, you know, and she is saying that this recipe she was taught by the mother-in-law. And 𝐷𝐿 is out there asking, where is the mother-in-law? Why isn't she there next to you, Dee? Why aren't you cooking together? Guys, so if you taught me a recipe, you must be cooking it with me. You know, every single time I cook that meal. Does that even make sense? You know, why isn't she there with you? Why isn't she cooking with you? What kind of questions are those, guys? You know, every time you see DeeMwango nowadays, she is alone cooking in the kitchen. She's always doing videos alone. Guys, when DeeMwango brings the sister-in-law, you know, DeeMwango has hired somebody. There's nobody who can come and do video with DeeMwango. This is a hired girl, and all this she is doing because she has been paid. When DeeMwango's mother-in-law comes, you know, to visit, when she shows up, oh, a mother-in-law on hire. This is not true. How can a mother-in-law be looking at DeeMwango like that? How can a mother-in-law be not talking English? She at least knows a little bit of English. Guys, this guy is sick in the head. 𝐷𝐿, I think you have a mental problem at this point. You really do. You know, you cannot be treating people like this on the streets. And you know, the funny thing is that people already see what you're about. You are all about making money, which is okay. But if you want to make money, why can't you just make money in the rightful way? Why do you always come out here to lie about DeeMwango? Why do you want to tarnish this girl's name? Why do you want to mess up her marriage? What will it benefit you? You know, because every single relationship has its own ups and downs. I'm sure you know that, because your relationship with the Spanish lady is actually on the down. It's normally up and down, but at this point, it's down. You know, so you should know this for a fact. So why is it that you want DeeMwango's relationship to be perfect? You know, and how do you know that they are having issues? You know, that this family is already tired of DeeMwango, and now they are, you know, showing her the door. You wish. Were you shown the door yourself? It seems that this girl really hurt you. She really messed you up. You know, that is why you're this bitter, 𝐷𝐿. Please style up. Shameless one. And guys, Mzee KOHERA said something. And I'm sure he was referring to 𝐷𝐿, because 𝐷𝐿 ran, you know, to the microphone. He has been saying, oh, Mzee KOHERA, you should come to the studio. I want to talk to you. Let us talk about Maro. Let us talk about the culture. Let us talk about what Maro has done. And Mzee KOHERA has come out in his latest video, guys. He has said that he does not want any collabos with anybody. He does not want to talk about MORAA. He does not want to be interviewed. He does not want none of that. 𝐷𝐿, it is a big disappointment, because I know that you thought you were gonna, you know, make good money with this one. Unfortunately, Mzee KOHERA has listened to us. Mzee KOHERA has listened to us, because, guys, we told him, going to 𝐷𝐿 podcast, you know, going to this pod lies is what's gonna make things worse. Things are already bad, you know, but he is going to make them worse. Because now 𝐷𝐿 will be asking him, you know, stupid questions, you know, implicating MORAA in stuff that's not true, things that are neither here nor there. And if he participates in that kind of interview, then of course, guys, of course, things are just gonna be worse. Of course, I know. You know, I know that at this point, Maro has already said, you know, he does not want anything to do with him. But guys, you never know. You never know. Maybe, just maybe, if KOHERA behaves nicely, you know, if he turns around, you know, and starts making amends, if he starts to act right, just maybe the travel commando can feel some sympathy, you know, and maybe not even acknowledge him as the father, but maybe even help him. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm just saying, because I know some of you all will finish me for that for that statement, you know. I know, but guys, anything is possible in this world, you know. Anything is possible. So, this Mzee has listened, you know, to the wise people like us, who told him Don't you dare go to these pod lies. You may want to go to Nairobi, for a tour. KT may have lied to you that he will give you something small, but do not do it. Do not go to this pod lies. Do not attend this interview. And Mzee KOHERA has told KT, no, it's not gonna happen. No, it is not. Guys, on the streets, anything is possible. Anything goes, guys. KT had already started seeing dollar signs. KT had already started seeing that this one is gonna be a banger like no other. Everybody's gonna be there watching, like 1,000 subscribers, 1,000 watching, guys. What a letdown. KT, you have to continue with your lies. Let's see how long you're gonna let's see how far you're gonna get with these lies of yours. But in the meantime, it's not gonna be with KOHERA, Too bad. Guys, let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about Mzee KOHERA coming out here to try and lie to us, turn things around, try to save face after Kasi. Now he wants to turn around and say, oh, MORAA is celebrating. Mzee KOHERA, carry your own cross, carry your own usalaba. Oh my God, guys, drop your thoughts, sentiments down in the comments section, and like the video if you have not already, and also subscribe so that you can join this amazing, wonderful family. Let us meet in the next. Bye-bye. Reswa. Shindwe Mzee KOHERA. Back to sender. Back to you.
Truth shining bright like a star. I give and take. I educate. Put things straight, that's my fate. Truth teller, reality checker. Truth teller, I'm your protector from the lies and the fake narrative. Truth is what I got to give. Speak the truth, speak the truth. Speak it to set you free. Speak the truth, speak the truth. It's MORAA, your African daughter.